Oh yeah, you're looking at a new champion in the making.
You know, I was so busy editing the video that I almost forgot to introduce myself. I should probably do that. Hi, I'm Trinosaur, and this is my Shieldon only playthrough of Pokémon Shining Pearl. I usually stream on Twitch, so if you want to see more of me, please drop by. I'd love to see you there. I have some links below. And without further ado, on with the video.
So, let's talk for a bit about the boy. First, its stats. Look at its defense, look at the special defense. This thing's a tank through and through. He can eat any hit that comes his way, provided that the move is not exactly either fighting or ground type. Fortunately, those move types are quite rare, so we shouldn't encounter any trouble with those at all. That said, its attack stat leaves something to be desired, and with a base speed that low, I'm not planning to outspeed anything, unfortunately. Our moveset is quite interesting. Through level up, our attacking options are quite limited. Also, we don't get Rock Stab in our level up kit, which sucks.
Bro, you literally learn Ancient Power. How'd you forget about Ancient Power?
However, we get some cool status options, which I'm sure will change the course of the run. Also, through TMs, we get access to a bunch of move types, so our move variety feels decent enough to get through. And now that we've got over Shieldon as a Pokemon, let's adjust the rules. Firstly, I can only use one Shieldon in battle. I can have other Pokemon in my party for passive reasons, but I cannot use them in a fight. And if Shieldon is switched out by an opponent's action, I must immediately swap Shieldon back in. Secondly, I can't use items in battle. However, I can use Pokeballs and held items in a fight. Third, no major glitches or exploits. And I think that pretty much covers it. Let's get right to the run! Starting off, there's a few things we need to do to prepare. I name myself after myself and name my rival Newton, after the character in Giratina and the Sky Warrior that uses a Shieldon. There can only be one Shieldon master here. Now, we need to pick a Pokemon from the briefcase. What we choose doesn't matter since we're replacing it with Shieldon ASAP, but it does matter since that influences what our rival chooses. And in that regard, I choose to go with Turtwig. That leaves our rival to take Chimchar, which I feel is the hardest for us to fight. Turtwig and Shieldon are both slow, tanky Pokemon, and also Chimchar evolves into a fighting-type Pokemon, adding to the challenge. Anyway, eventually, we meet the original owner of the briefcase, who sends us on our way with Turtwig and a Pokédex. I don't really plan to use either. No, really, I insist, I don't need a Pokédex. I don't need this Turtwig either, you can keep both! Alright, fine, if you insist. Anyway, we go ahead and catch some non-important Pokemon on Route 202 and head right to the Union Room.
A few moments later.
And now we have an egg. I know that Shieldon takes a long time to hatch from eggs, being one of the slowest to hatch from eggs in general, so we're probably going to be running around Sand Gem Town. Well, that hatched fast. Good thing I did most of the step work on my other account. We go ahead and name the little guy Trino and set off to prep him to become the champion of the region. This conveniently placed trainer right here will highlight a lot of what to expect in this run, especially in the early game. The good news? Every opponent can only hit us for 1 point of damage. We quad resist normal attacks, and our defenses are so rock solid that it's hard for anyone to deal more than 1 damage. The bad news? We deal 1 damage to our opponents. Our attack stat is so low, and growl exists everywhere, so battles take a long time. I found that the easiest way to get experience is to open up our pre-order copy of Pokemon Legends Arceus and catch literally everything in sight. The wild Pokemon are at such a low level that it's practically a guarantee to catch them in a Pokeball turn 1.
I did say Pokeballs were allowed in the rules after all.
When we get to level 6, we learn Taunt, a very useful move that forces the opposing Pokemon to attack us and locks them out of status moves. So no Growl. Our pitifully low attack stat is spared, and the opponents only deal 1 damage to us for a few turns. This move is a game changer. The only bad thing is that we're usually so slow that the opponent will always get a Growl off when we're trying to taunt them. Hi Trinosaur, are you catching Pokemon? I think you'd feel a lot safer if you were to catch some more.
No.
After we get to level 7, I went ahead and tried my luck at the first rival fight. He starts off with a Starly. I lead with Taunt and we trade shots back and forth for a bit. Halfway through, Starly shakes off the Taunt and goes for a Growl. I immediately get a Taunt back on him and tackle as much as possible. It still takes a few turns before we can KO Starly, Unfortunately, on the last possible turn, Starly shakes off the taunt and uses one more growl before it goes down, neutering our attack before Chimchar. At least we get a nice amount of experience from Starly. Chimchar is a strange fight. I use Taunt to force him to attack, and my tackles have zero potency. Newton, of course, decides to use Leer. After a few turns of trading shots back and forth, Chimchar's taunt wears off, and he goes right back to Leer. Makes sense, since I resist his only attack move. I let it go for a few turns, but then I change my mind and taunt him again. Now, he starts doing 2 damage to me because of all the Leers. Things are looking desperate, and I thought the fight was lost. At this point, my only option is to forego using taunt and get as much damage as I can. He uses Scratch until I get to 3 health, but then for some unexplained reason, he uses Leer instead of finishing me off. He even uses it twice after our defense was reduced to its lowest point, and as a result, we just barely clutched out the victory. The only reason we won was because Newton threw the fight. We take those. When we enter Orboro Tunnel, a hiker greets us and gives us the TM, yes, TM, for Rock Smash, and a Pokechap for hidden moves. These will be important for the run, especially Rock Smash. Yes, I'm being serious. Stop laughing. Well, let me show you what we're dealing with here. Yeah, even I'm not that masochistic. Our level isn't quite where I'd like it to be for Rourke, so I take some time to grind in the Arboro Mine. The Pokemon here give a good amount of experience, and with Rock Smash, it doesn't take forever to KO Geodudes anymore. Well, we're dead. There is absolutely nothing we can do here. We can only wait for death. As I was saying, I grind an Orboro Mine before I attempt Rourke's gym. I'm able to beat the trainers, but it's a close fight, so I doubt I'm ready. But it's worth a shot. Attempt 1 goes horrible. My plan is to taunt Geodude right off the bat so he can't go for a defense curl. I struggle enough getting damage up Pokemon, and I don't want it to set up for a rollout combo. After that, I just spam Rock Smash. It still is a war of attrition. Despite the fact that Rock Smash is super effective, the Pokemon I'm fighting are physical tanks. Also, Rock Smash is only 40 base power. The best part about it is that it has a chance to lower defense, which helps a bit. I'm able to take out the Geodude this attempt, but the Onix is too much for me. It's a death by 1,000 cuts. I get really close to taking it out, but I fall just short. Still, the fight went better than I expected. I wasn't expecting to force Rourke to use a potion on his Onix. I think with a bit of prep, we can get past Onix. Before I try again, I go back to Jubilife City and pick up the Quick Claw from one of the NPCs in the condos. If I get the chance to outspeed someone sometimes, I might be able to win. Besides, I don't have any other held items, so why not? Take 2, this time with a couple more levels and holding the Quick Claw. It should be easier to get past Geodude this time. Unless it lands 5 rollouts in a row. Right, this attempt is cursed. Attempt 3. I'm able to KO Geodude, and I'm able to get past Onix this time. Rourke then sends out his ace, a level 14 Cranidos. I don't fear its status move, so I go right for Rock Smashing. He then uses Bulldoze. Welp! I try again at level 14, matching his ace to see if I get better luck. I don't. At this point, I only have one option. At level 19, I learn Iron Defense, a move that increases my defense stat by 2 stages. I can set up on Geodude since its damage is minimal, then take on Onix and Cranidos relatively safely. And by that I mean I won't get one shot. I don't see any alternatives, so I guess we're grinding until then. It takes a long time to get the levels that I need. It takes so long that while grinding in the mine, I start noticing that Shieldon's becoming more friendly with me since I'm seeing all the special prompts for friendship. Right now, I'm not noticing any special benefits from friendships, so we'll get into what that does later. I bring this up because I just wanted to mention that I was expecting to see friendship boost a bit later in the game, not before we even have the first badge. Also, at level 15, I replace Tackle to learn Takedown. It's more powerful normal type attack and deals recoil damage. Again, since the damage we take is usually negligible, an attack with recoil isn't a huge burden in my eyes. Finally, we get to level 19 and learn Iron Defense. Protect does nothing for me at this stage of the game, so I get rid of it. As expected, Iron Defense makes this gym possible. The plan is simple: lead with Taunt, set up maximum Iron Defenses, then just spam Rock Smash until the opposing team faints. Geodude just goes for Rollout, which is a perfect time to get set up since Rollout shouldn't do too much damage.
Hey yo, what the fuck? For those keeping track at home, this Jackwagon got a critical hit on its 5th and most powerful attack of Rollout. Also, this dude landed 5 rollouts in a row. Why are you like this game?
Well, That crit hurt, and I doubt we can survive, but let's keep going and see what happens. Shieldon goes down, and good riddance. And Rourke sends out Onyx. Again, since our defense is so high, Onyx doesn't do anything to us, so I just go right for Rock Smash. 3 hits and 2 defense drops later, and Rourke's forced to use a potion, but it's too little too late as Onyx falls to another Rock Smash. And now the true roadblock of this fight. When Chronicles comes out, all we can do is Rock Smash, which fortunately gives us a defense drop on our first turn. He lives with a headbutt for 2 turns, landing a flinch on the second turn, then goes for a bulldoze, which we tank, and then finish off Chronicles with another Rock Smash to end the fight! That took way too long! So we finally get the Cull Badge and can move on. Get out of my face. Now that we've overleveled so much just to get past the first gym, I feel kinda bad for the first victims that get in my way now. Oh hey, speak of the devil. Anyway, after the fight, this random girl gives us the ability to use ball capsules, as you already know what we're about to do. Perfect. Before we go on, I take some time to catch some Pachirisu in the grass outside of the Valley Windworks. Specifically, I'm looking for ones that have the ability Pickup. It'll be nice to have a passive way to get some items after fights. Also, since the experience share affects the entire party in this game, it will grow with us without needing to fight, so I'm hoping we can get some great items over time. Anyway, we fight this random grunt in front of the Valley Windworks store. The fight itself is easy, but this is one of the few times in the entire series where the grunts just don't cave in and actually take steps to stop us. I'm not even mad, give this guy a raise! Anyway, we need to find the other key now. Found it!
And we got this open.
Now we fight Commander Mars. The fight is interesting in the worst way possible. I taunt the Zubat that Mars leads with because I fear Supersonic, then take some time to set up some iron defenses. While I do that, Mars U-turns out her Zubat and sends them for Rudley. I taunt as soon as possible, but not before she gets off the growl. I then spam Rock Smash while she goes for Thief. Eventually, I get her in range to use her Oranberry, and then she takes my Quick Claw. It's slightly annoying, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I can't KO for Rudley before the taunt wears off, which gives her time to use another growl before fainting. Fantastic! Once she sends out her Zubat, I go for Takedown. What happens next? Actually, I think I'll let Live Me take over for a bit. I can't do justice to the absolute garbage that happens in the next few minutes.
Not gonna be pretty. U-turn won't do anything here. 9. I think we win, but it'll be a very close, razor-thin margin. Use one more move, deals 1 damage to me. I use one more move, I deal 3 damage to myself, and I think we still live on a razor-thin margin. Never mind. We should still live on a razor-thin margin, though. Astonish does 1 damage, and I think we can still survive. Now we can't survive. Had to be that way. Okay, defense falling might give me a boost here. I don't think it'll be I think it's too little too late, though. That might actually be good. One more Rock Smash. If we don't get him here, then we don't win. Come on! Come on! And we lose. So close to.
Yeah, Takedown miss into an Astonish Flinch, followed by 2 defense drops for Rock Smash that still doesn't seal the deal. We had the victory, but the game decided that Mars should win. I hate this game sometimes. Second try gives me no problems whatsoever. With a little foresight and a better plan, I'm happy to report that the Zubat falls to my onslaught of Takedown. Anything else, Rugly gets KO'd without issue. Next stop, Eterna Forest. Here we meet up with Cheryl, who tags along with us while we're here. At this time, every fight is a double battle, both against trainers and wild Pokemon. This would be a good place to grind, had I not needed to do that earlier, so we just leave the forest as quickly as possible. The only thing to note here is the Psychics. They both have an Abra that knows Energy Ball. Fortunately, they both go down pretty easily. Honestly, I don't know why I bothered to mention them. Let's move on. Now that we've reached Hearthome City, there's a place we must go and a person we must talk to. This old man changes everything. He gives us the Explorer Kit, which allows us to access the Grand Underground. I cannot overstate how helpful the Underground will be in this run, so I go down immediately. Oh, you're here too. Lovely. While underground, I make sure to dig up an armor fossil. I knew that if I didn't say what I dug up, you'd all ask. Actually, now that I think about it, everyone asks anyways. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I take some time to fill out my party with more Pachirisu. The Pachirisu that spawn here are higher level than they are in the Valley Windworks, which is why I actually didn't fill out my party there. Also while underground, I keep an eye out for things that will help. I find a few heart scales this time around, which will come in handy later. Also, I find the TM for Shockwave and a bottle of PP up. These could be useful, but not right now. Before I leave, I find an ancient statue that looks familiar. I'm not sure if it's one of our ancient ancestors or an ancient deity or something else. Whoever you are, ancient Ceratopsian deity, I dedicate this run to you. May our efforts be blessed by you. Time to start the grass gym. I don't think any of the trainers here have any super effective moves, but I know that I'll probably have to deal with a lot of status effects and healing on their end. I need to be quick, but careful, otherwise I won't be able to get over their sustain. Yeah, just like that. So I go hunting for berries that might help. There's a berry patch here that has orange berries and Charon, yes. That's wrong game. So I go hunting for berries that might help. There's a berry patch here that has orange berries and cherry berries, which should come in handy. I actually think the orange berries will be more useful here. 10 extra health in the early game seems nice, especially since my main attack deals recoil damage. In lieu of a proper plan, I just try to go fully offensive and see where that gets me. It goes exactly the way you would expect. I just go for takedowns and rock smashes, while Gardenia goes for grass knots. I can take out Gardenia's Cherubi, but Turffield just wipes me out. I don't even bother to finish that fight, I give up. At level 24 I learned Swagger, a move that confuses the opponent while raising their attack by 2 stages. This will be a big help. If we can't deal damage, why not have the opponent do it to themselves? I think Taunt is the more expendable option here. We had a good run. Now armed with Swagger, I try again on Gardenia. I set up Iron Defense once and then go for takedowns, while Cherubi goes for Lucky Chant and Grass Knots. After that, Turtwig comes out. I go for Swagger, raising Turtwig's attack and confusing it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Lucky Chant? I meant Safeguard. Lucky Chant stops critical hits, which at the time was what I thought was happening. Safeguard stops status ailments. Like confusion. I'm an idiot sometimes.
And that fight's over. Work up and Grass Knot finish me off. You know, I really should know what all my opponent's moves do before I challenge them, but I don't think too far ahead, so... I've tried this fight multiple times, but the slot machine of Swagger never fully goes in my favor. Whether it be Safeguard stopping my ability to use Swagger, Confusion never going my way, or Takedown dealing way too much damage to myself, I don't get a break. I've tried various strategies with mixed effects. Also, fun fact, Shieldon weighs 57 kilograms, so Grass Knot has a base power of 80 against us. Most of the roads end at her Turtwig, who wins with Swagger backfiring, and if they don't, they end at her ace, a level 22 Roserade, who outspeeds me and finishes me off with Grass Knot. The only option left now is to grind more. Now watch me realize something in real time. No, not that.
I'm an idiot. Do you know why? You see the level of these Pokemon out and around here, right? Like 13s, 15s, stuff like that. I could be doing this instead. Level 17. Much better.
Again, the Grand Underground is a really great resource for us, and this is perhaps the best part about it. The Pokemon here are all higher levels than I can normally find above ground, and I have some agency to choose my battles so I don't fight something that can one-shot me. Also, in this particular cave, there's a hiker that can heal Trino very close by, so I can just stay underground and farm as much as I need. Since we're underground, I do a bit more digging around and I find a Hardstone, which is really good for us. This held item boosts the power of Rock-type moves. Yes, I hear you in the background saying something about me not learning Rock-type moves. Well, at level 28, we learn Ancient Power, a special Rock-type move that has a 10% chance to give Trino an Omni boost, raising attack, defense, special defense, and speed by 1 stage each. We need this move. Unfortunately, I think it's time to get rid of Rock Smash. It served its purpose to help us get past Rourke without going insane, but I think it's time to move on. Press F to pay respects now. Now that we have Ancient Power and a few more levels, we match up a lot better against Gardenia. There's good news and bad news about Ancient Power. The good news, Grass types don't actually resist Rock-type moves. Roserade actually resisted Rock Smash since Poison resisted fighting. The bad news, Ancient Power only has 5 power points. If a fight drags out too long, we very well could run out of power points. Fortunately, Takedown is still a good move for our purposes, and with it, we make it to Roserade. At least she doesn't outspeed us and finish us off with Grassstone like she did in the last fight, which I cut for the sake of time. What happens next is a little more heartbreaking. Like me, take it away again.
Awaiting directions? Yes, I know. And is Swagger the play, or should I just go right for throwing rocks at the face? Swagger's the play. Oh, Stun Spore! I didn't realize you knew Stun Spore! This is weird. This is awkward. Swagger? At least we landed the Swagger. Now, hopefully Roserade just bops itself in the face multiple times. We have Ancient Powers. We should be able to make this work. Thank you. Ooh, that was quite a powerful bop. Ancient Power. There we go. Omni Boost time. Special attack, special defense, and speed. It'd be fantastic if we just busted out of confusion not busted out of confusion, but like busted out of paralysis right now. Unfortunately, we don't get what we want in life, so I'm gonna gamble right now, and the gamble immediately failed. Wow, okay. Break yourself out now, Trino. Come on, friendship is a thing. I know it. Do it. Ancient Power, come on. Critical hit, please. Something, any number of things. No! Why? Super Potion. And we were so close to. Oh, that does half damage. Then again, I did have an Omni Boost, so it makes sense.
Paralysis messes us up yet again. Any number of things could have happened differently when I fought that Roserade, but again, the cards just said no. Wouldn't be a boss fight without having at least one attempt with asinine luck. Let's focus on something else now. My friendship with Trino is high enough that we can actually get some tangible benefits in battle. These include a 10% reduction to opponent's accuracy, a 20% chance to shake off status ailments, double the chance to score a critical hit, and the ability to survive a fatal blow with 1 hit point. This isn't like Trino's Sturdy though. Think of it more like a focus band, but with more of a chance to go off. This time we get to Gardenia's Roserade with full health, thanks to Ancient Power and some really good luck on Swagger. This time against Roserade, she doesn't paralyze us, we get a Swagger off, she hits herself in confusion twice, and we land Ancient Power twice, securing the fight. Badge to obtain. What a frustrating set of fights, but I know most of it was self-inflicted. Next up is Commander Jupiter, and keeping with the theme of the Team Galactic fights being stupid easy after power leveling for the gym prior, this fight isn't a challenge. Zubat lead crumples to Ancient Power. Skuntank doesn't really threaten me though. The best it can go for is Flamethrower, which doesn't really hurt too much. I start with a Swagger and then try an Ancient Power and follow that up with a Takedown. Unfortunately, that was a slight misplaced as this brought Skuntank to its citrus-bearing range. Skuntank then lands a Snarl to lower my special attack, which unfortunately saved its life as Ancient Power barely misses the KO. One more takedown finishes that fight. Ooh, I forgot about that! Well, mini heart attack over. That was an easy fight that I made way harder than it needed to be. And now, after saving the Bike Man, we choose a bike color. I'm okay with this. There is absolutely nothing else that happens between Eterna and Hearthome City. Once we get there, I immediately head up north to a very important place. Over here in Amity Park is the place to bring Pokemon out for a walk, and for some stupid reason, they won't let me walk with Shieldon. I'll find a way to sue this game, I swear. Guess it's time for my pickup squad to have some fun in the sun, and I have to admit, despite being solely devoted to Shieldon in this game, this is kinda cute. It'd be at least 10 times better if Shieldon were here, though. I leave the park not long after and take some time to correct the injustice that was shown to me. And after that common display of Pokemon fun, I think this is a good place to stop part 1. Being serious for a minute, this video took a lot of time to edit, and I do want to finish this run. The problem is that this is all the footage I have right now, and besides, if I tried to add any more to this file, I'm pretty sure my computer would explode. I absolutely will continue this live over on Twitch, so if you're seeing this video sometime in the next couple of months after this part's uploaded, you know where to find me. Wait, why are you here? I was just ending this part. I'm not ready for a fight. Please, just leave me alone. Shut the f*** up. So here we are. I just want you to leave me alone as soon as possible. I just spam Ancient Power. Starly goes down in one shot. Monferno comes out and, yikes, lands a heavy Mach Punch. But then goes for Stealth Block, wasting a turn, so it goes down in 2 Ancient Powers. Weasel falls to 1 Ancient Power after only getting off the Tail Whip. Roselia brings up the rear and doesn't fall to an Ancient Power, so 2 Grass Knots cost me the fight. I want to end, but I know I can win this fight with the right setup. Let's go again! Second try. I go ahead and set up as many Iron Defenses as I can possibly stack. The problem? Starly knows Endeavor. Yeah, that's a pretty strong hit. Pretty sure we lose this fight too. Third time's a charm. I go for 1 Iron Defense and I hope that's enough. Then I start sweeping with Ancient Power. You've seen the song and dance before. Starly goes down in 1 hit. Monferno goes down in 2 Ancient Powers, but Mach Punch is mitigated by Iron Defense, so it doesn't start too bad. Weasel goes down in 1 Ancient Power, and the Roselia takes 1 Ancient Power and a takedown. And with that, Newton's been put in his place once again. And with that unwelcome interruption, I really do need to end it here. Thanks again for watching. You know where to find me if you want to see more of my content. As the YouTubers say, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that stuff. I'll try to be more active here in the future, and I hope I can see you for part 2 and for all the other shenanigans I put up here. Until next time, take care of yourselves and have a great day. And after some bonus content, join me molding at this trainer.
So that's my thoughts on Animal Crossing itself. But I will respect what it did for so many people in so many places in life, especially considering 2020 was a thing. I'm glad I had the chance to play it, but it's not one of those games I feel like going back to. It's not one of those games I feel like going back to revisit anymore. It had its time in the sun for me. Gotta play New Leaf, GameCube, and City Folk. Potentially, I just don't feel like revisiting the games right now. I'm busy with other things. Thank you! I don't know what the plan is now. I got rid of my fighting type moves, so now Geodudes fall harder. Of course he would snap out of confusion. Why would he not? Hit yourself multiple times. That works. Takedown again. Yeah, as I said, the game plan of Shieldon is to do more damage, is to have the opponent do more damage to themselves than I could possibly do to them, and to deal more damage to myself than my opponents can possibly do to me. I mean, I'm happy with Sandstorm. Takedown again. Oh, come on! OBS, please live. Alright, 2-shot now. We should be good. I'm healing after this fight, by the way. One more takedown. Thank you. Oh, level 30! Okay. Yeah, now we need to start denying evolutions. Bronzor. This did not go well. I went with the wrong move. Sandstorm is down. Battle. Swagger's what I wanted. Thank you. Now hit yourself. That is not hitting yourself. Ow. Oh, that might be trouble. Please hit yourself. You've got to be kidding me. Why? If I hit myself in confusion and I don't break out immediately, I'm... Why are you like this game? Alright, now Bronzor hits itself. I'm malding right now. I am malding right now. Hit yourself. Wrong keys. You can't hit yourself. Why? Why do you like this game? Don't hit yourself. Why? I swear. I am not okay. This game is destroying my mental stability. This stupid Bronzor has not hit himself a single time. I've hit myself like half the times. And I almost died. Didn't take much to beat us. Excuse me, good sir. What are you talking about? Please never be like this again.